Good day, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the DM podcast. My name is Russell, and you're watching the art segment. So I'm with my colleague.
Yeah, this is David from the other end. DM.
Awesome.
How is your weekend, bro?
No, my weekend has been good. How has been your weekend, bro?
My weekend has been good, bro.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right. All right. They say that you can tell a lot by just looking at the art of somebody. I mean, today in the studio, we've got an important guest who's with us in the studio. And the important guest, he has told me one important thing before we were rolling the camera. He's portraying his art to advocate for women. I'm sure we should give him a round of applause before we even go anyway, because that's one brave thing that he's doing. Definitely. All right, so without further ado, I would allow my guest to actually introduce himself to the world and the name he goes by and what he would want to be referred when we think about his art or when we come across his art.
All right. Good day, everybody. My name is Tinovimbanashe or Madondo, all standing for observant. Okay, so my art goes by the name Tinovimbanashe Teachings Art, but you can simply say Teachings Art when you see me. It's okay by me.
Awesome.
Yeah, fine.
All right. This is good. Now, we want to get right into it and dive right into it so that we understand. So basically, everybody who's watching would want to know your background.
All right.
Where you came from as an artist, what contributed towards your journey to get to this point.
All right. Okay, so I was born and raised in Buyera, Murambinda. I guess everybody knows that place.
Yeah.
Now, so it's been quite a great time, growing up. And the parent that I spent most of my time with was my mom, because they would be out for work early in the morning and then comes back
definitely.
at night.
Definitely.
So being with mom, I think it kind of contributed to the man that I am today. Exactly. So I think I stayed with mom from grade 0 up to grade 7. And then I moved in with my aunt at a local school in Rambina Growth Point, where I did my Form 1 up to Form 6.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then for what you're about to see, my art, it started in 2016. I was in Form 3 by then. And then it happened that I met this guy who became my brother up until now. He's like my twin brother. If you see us,
Awesome.
Yeah, we are like twins. So that guy introduced me to art.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, he's been like my first teacher. You got a question, bro?
Yeah, I'm just curious. Which high school did you go to?
It's Murambinda Government High School.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I have a cousin brother who went to Nyashanu in Bohera as well.
Yeah. They're kind of close, but there is a bit of distance.
That's cool, bro.
Okay, yeah. So we met in 2016. So I could see him draw, and I looking at him doing his thing, and I could see that the man is enjoying, right? But I'll be like, bro, I ain't got the patience, like. You just spend like the whole day doing your thing, but I can't do the same. Like, So it was fun for me. Like, somebody spending like the whole day doing his thing. I'm like, it's a waste of time. But this day, he gave me pencil and paper. He said, "Bro, let's draw these." And then I took my pencil and just sketched something, and it was similar. Like it was just like a reflection of the thing that I was copying. And then him looking at this, and he was like, "Man, you're wasting your time. Wow. Why can't you just venture into this thing and just start like this is the way you can express your feelings."
So would we say that this was your first artistic experience?
I think so. I think this was it. This was it because someone had introduced me to something that I didn't even know that it was in me. I mean, at first I was in primary. I remember we were given a scenario. We were supposed to draw Paul, right? On his that situation that happened on his way to Damascus, Before he was Paul, he was Saul, right?
Yeah,
okay, so my teacher said, "All right, bro, I want these kids to draw this scenario, right?" So it was for the whole class. But my picture came on top, and it was the best. I think it was given 10 out of 10.
Wow.
So I knew that I had this thing in me, but I just didn't have that courage, to just say, okay, I'm about to do this.
Okay.
So this was my first artistic experience in 2016 when I met my brother. Okay. So it was a great thing. So I moved to Form 4. It was a bit slow, I wasn't doing much of it. I could see him do his thing, but I'm like, okay, I ain't got pictures to do yet. But I think I'll just draw here and there.
Yeah.
So 2017 happened. I was writing my O-level exams, but I know I could spend time drawing, bro. Like in my bedroom, you know.
I see.
At night, I'm supposed to read for exams, but I was busy drawing.
Finding yourself drawing.
You know, so it was just that great. It was just that great.
All right. So basically, we were curious to actually know that what inspires you to do art.
Okay.
What is inspiration behind?
All right. Right now, I think I'm finding my way back to rediscover the experiences I had with my mom. You know, how she actually helped me to be the man that I am today.
Shout out to your mom, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to your mom, bro.
Sure. I don't say my dad wasn't there. I don't say my dad wasn't there. He was there. But, you know, having mom all the time, like, she's there to guide you. You know, you gotta do this, son. You gotta do this. So that made the person that I am today. So I'm like, every piece that I'm creating, I'm making sure, of course, I'm using a model, right? A different model. But I try to make sure that every part that I'm putting on the artwork, it has got something to do with my mom. Yeah. Something to do with my mom.
That's truly giving back to your mom. I see over there.
Yeah.
So take us through your process when you are doing art. How do you go about it when you were processing your artwork?
Okay. I think if it's not a commissioned artwork, like somebody just comes and says, bro, I want you to do a picture of my girl. I want you to do a picture of my parents. Some things that happens to me is I'm walking around, I see a situation. There's this thing that happened. I haven't created the artwork yet, but I want it to be like an abstract. I saw a bus driver smoking while he's driving, and you got passengers on board.
Bro.
So it was a funny thing for me. I was like, bro, there are some people that can get this. To this level, like you're smoking while you're driving, and you got kids, you got everybody on board. You know, I was like, oh yeah, that's crazy. I think I'm gonna do something for this about this, and I'm about to do that. I think I'll come back later.
I can't wait to see
I think
that
I'll do
one.
that later. Definitely. And then there's this scenario that happened. I created a piece that was named like it was. I'm sorry, I'm kind of forgetting because I've got so much pieces. It was warfare. Yeah, exactly. It was warfare. I was coming from this preschool to pick up my cousin.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw some teenage guys.
Okay. All right.
Fighting over Mtoriro. They were like, bro, that's my glass. That's my glass. You're broken my glass. So I was like, yeah. So I think if I create something, about this and just send it to my audience, maybe it will inspire someone to fight for these kids. Man. They got future. They're still young. They got a future. Right? So I said, all right, I want to create something.
No,
and then so I couldn't take a picture of them fighting, right? So I had to go back home, and then I talked to my oldest cousin, and I said, bro, okay, I want you to help me recreate something. So he called his friend, and they came. So I told them what to do, but they kind of created a scene more immediately.
Did it come out the way you wanted it to be?
Exactly.
Wow.
They did, because the other guy, like the tallest guy, had his eyes open like, like he's really drunk and he's going for it. Like, I need my thing, but you're broken my glass. I need it. So the other one was grabbing the shirt. And it was really cool.
So it
was really cool. It was really cool. So I named that artwork Warfare for a reason. Because what I've seen, bro, it was really bad.
Yeah,
it was really bad.
This is truly warfare. This truly warfare.
Yeah.
Now, I'm glad you said that. They say that art sometimes it's got its challenges, and sometimes you face challenges in
that's true.
whether you're trying to be creative in your head or anything. Like sometimes some other artists will say the equipment and everything and time to do it, to balance, other things and all that. So what are the challenges that you are facing as far as art is concerned?
I think I've faced those challenges you've just mentioned. Like everybody who's upcoming and trying to make it in life, like you're fighting a lot of things, right? So let's take this. You're trying to put your name out there. You're just starting. You're trying to put your name out there, and so your family members just come like, "Oh, bro, you draw." Okay, can I have my artwork done? So you're going to use the little equipment you got
I see.
to please them, right? So you ain't getting nothing. They ain't gonna buy
that's
equipment
very
for you,
true.
but
That's
they're going
very
to be happy. So you're doing it for the excitement.
Yeah,
Right.
because I was about to ask for a portrait. You know,
No problem.
I was stopping myself now. I'm stopping myself. Now,
Even
since you mentioned
director
that
on
it's
the
a challenge.
background. Director on the
I
background.
also want him to talk about
Okay, so you see,
Yeah.
so the most challenge we face is that you're trying to put your name out there.
Yeah, I see.
So during that phase, you're trying to balance between expenses. You know, I'm going to get equipment. I still need transport to get there.
Yeah,
you
obviously.
know, getting clients. Are they coming? All right, and it ain't just about clients, right? It's
Yeah.
about me expressing how I feel to the world, right? That's how I define art.
Yeah.
That's how I define art. So, is my message going to have an impact? Are people going to like it and come buy my pieces?
I see.
You see, something like that.
I see.
So those are the challenges we face.
Oh,
And-
oh,
and
that's
so-
good. So I want to talk about something interesting because a lot of people are complaining about economic hardship and all that. There are people who are doing things out of passion and sometimes might not be paying them initially. So how do you then balance? Because I'm sure this is important. So then how do you then balance your talent of art and the aspects of life and other aspects of life? How do you strike a balance between the two?
I don't really know how to do that. honestly, because for me, art is life, bro. Like honestly, art is life.
Yeah.
Everything. So I do this. It's a very weird thing, but I'm about to say it anyway. I'm not ashamed of it.
Go for it, bro. Go for it.
Okay, so many people would hate me for staring at them, honestly. But it's something that I do because I mostly draw human figures. So every time I see a new face or somebody who I don't stay with, I'm like looking at them closely. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, you know, our skins are different. So every time I'm seeing a new person, I'm like, okay, I wanna understand, you know, how the skin is, you know, all that. So exactly that's how my life be. Like I mentioned earlier, I told you about that scenario, bus driver smoking. I'm walking, I'm far away from my drawing board, but I'm having some ideas, you see. So I don't really know how to separate art from. I think there is no such thing separating life from life.
You cannot,
from life, right?
You can.
Yeah. So
That's
just the way I live. That's the real me.
I love that you mentioned that because it's very relatable when it comes to most musicians that have inspiration out of their life experiences.
Exactly.
So with you, I'm like, yeah, it can be weird staring at a person, but it's like that's where I'm getting all the ideas and inspiration. Yeah, that's fire,
That's
bro.
awesome.
That's true.
That's awesome. All right. So, what advice can you give to aspiring artists out there who are listening to you?
All right. For me, I would say, never stop trying. Never stop
good.
trying. If you feel like this is your talent, bro, just go for it. Keep working on that. Find the message, the rightful message that you want your audience to listen and see. You know, just go for it. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard road. For me, I can be that guy to tell you that it's not going to be easy because I've seen it. You can think of this scenario. The client is saying, "Let's meet in town," and you're from this side to me, right? Let's meet in town. You ain't got no money for transport.
Yeah.
And the client can't pay through EcoCash or inbox and stuff like that. They want to see you face to face because it's their first time getting something. So you see, it's that tight. It's that tight, and you're gonna borrow some money. And when you're gonna get that money from the client, you have to cover expenses like the framing aspect. You're gonna have to frame the artwork. You see, so before you even venture into the expenses you have to incur in order to finish the artwork, right? You're gonna think of that person you borrowed money from. It's that hard, bro. It's hard to balance, like especially to the kids in school. Yeah, your parents are saying you gotta read. You're in Form 4, you gotta read. But I say, just find a way to balance between reading and your passion. Because I believe there is life when you just chase your passion. I myself, I convinced my parents. I'm a school dropout, if I have to say the way it is. Yeah. I convinced my parents that what I'm doing is not really what I want to do. I told them I'm an artist. So I finished my O level. I went to Form 5. I was doing maths, business studies, and accounting. But it was really hard for me to focus on school because I was more into art than any other aspect. So I think I finished my Form 5. It was well. Then first term Form 6, I said, Mom and Dad, this is really hard. This is not for me.
Yeah.
What about if you just let me go and study exactly what I feel like studying?
That's good.
So,
That's good.
so I think
there is a little bit of school behind your artwork.
yeah, exactly.
Okay,
I
it's a
went
bit
to
of
school.
schooling. Oh,
Yeah,
that's good.
I went to school. So it's like that. I think to those aspiring, I think come clean to the people around you. You know, they are making you do something you don't feel like doing. Just tell them, Mom, I got this, so let me do this. This is for me, right?
Yeah.
And then convince them. Find a way to convince them. My dad didn't believe in my talent when I started. You could see me drawing some very small colors. Cars. You know, some Lamborghini cars. You know, I liked fancy cars, but there was very little. But I could put all the details like lighting. You know, grills. So I think those were my first stages coming into art.
All right. All right.
So
I wanna derive something from your pieces. What has been your favorite experience? There's you talked about the bus driver smoking, and you talked about you called it the war, whatever you what was the name? The warfare, the warfare between the boys fighting for Mutoriro. Yeah. So what has been your favorite piece?
all those are magnificent pieces. Honestly, they're exquisite. I'm serious. That was mad, but I have my favorite. I drew that piece when I went back home last year in December to visit my parents. Now, okay, so I was facing some terrible times. Then I didn't have money, so my twin brother came and said, "Bro, can we just go home? You know, it's gonna be good. Just try. Let us go." He paid for the bus fare and everything and all the expensive food and stuff. So we went. I didn't have money, like for real. The money I had was $3 to get into town and then go
Get to meet your brother.
you see. So it was that hard. So bro said, "Let's go. I'll cover it all." I said, "Bro, this is this is too much, man." So okay. So earlier before this scenario, I had met this model. She's from New Zealand. Okay, so her name is Tanyana as well. So I kind of derived my theme from that. So she came through. In fact, I slid into a DM on Instagram. I say, I saw your post like in June, but I would like you to allow me to use your picture for my project in school, right? Because there is a certain project that I'm working on for school. So she said it's okay. I think the first thing she had to do was to look at my page and see some of my artworks. So
I sneaked into your page as well. It's so amazing. The artwork there, bro.
Yeah.
It's fire.
So she saw everything, and then she came back to me. She said, "Tino, you get talent."
Yeah.
And I think there is no problem. I'm going to allow you, right? So she gave me a number, and I gave her mine. We exchanged numbers on Instagram. And then later that week, she came to my WhatsApp and she said, "Hi, it's Tanya." Then we started talking, shared life experiences. I had to learn some of stuff from her, and it was huge for me.
Yeah.
It was huge. So I think I had to create the artwork earlier. I think because we started talking in August, I had to create that, I think, around September, but I couldn't because, school happened and other stuff. So I did that artwork when I was home, with my parents watching and my siblings. So I did the artwork, and my dad would see me sometimes staring at the picture, like for hours. I'm not drawing yet, but I'm just staring at the picture. And he asked me, "Are you not going to fall in love with your..." because the time we were spending just looking at the picture is a lot. Okay, so what happened is this girl just didn't allow me to use her pictures, but what she did actually changed my life because every time I talk to her, it's like Tino, I think we have to do this. And she kind of helped me to buy some of my art equipment. You know, she gave me some money to support my hustle. So I named the project Tanya. Yeah, thank you. I named that project Tanyara as well, and not because of her name, but you know, I was in a grieving period. I was really crying. You know, like, where am I going to get the help to get out of this place?
Yeah.
So she came through. And
bro.
she did the thing. So,
That's amazing.
So that was Tanyara. So all the pieces that I did before, they're great. I can't lie. And they have been derived from the experiences that I experienced myself. But Tanyara is currently the best piece. And I'm hoping that very soon I'll create another piece that is going to surpass that.
Before we let you go, I want us to talk about how you found yourself advocating for women.
All right.
Like I mentioned at the start of the interview. I want to talk about that a little bit before we let you go.
Right. But it's a long story.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to try and cut it short.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you know, I myself, I've never been a fan of this dating thing. Especially in high school, I never had girls, honestly. Because I could see it was all games, you know. Soon after high school, the boys going that way and the girls going that way. Plus, the moment I recognized that rich bros, they just want to use girls, mostly, if you can see that. And once they start using them, there's aspect of naming them, giving them names, bro. Like, look what girls are doing, especially these days. I'm a 2K.
Yeah, definitely.
But we don't have to blame us because I'm a 2K. You don't have to blame us. It's the experiences that you made us go through, that's causing the chaos. So I had to find a way to fight for young women, especially young black women, because they are the ones that are facing that a lot. You know? So seeing my sister suffering from that kind of stuff, I had to say, nah, come on, man. Why can't I use my voice, my art voice, to express this? Show them justice, give them peace, show them a way to freedom. Let them fight for themselves, not just blame them for the things that we have caused us.
Yeah.
So something like that. That's what made me kind of like to fight for.
Well, that's deep. That's deep. All right. So for those who want to encounter your artwork, where can they go look for your artwork?
All right. I'm on all social media platforms.
All right.
As Tinovimbanashe Teachings Art, or you can simply search Tinovimbanashe Madondo. My name appears on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm there. Even on LinkedIn.
All right. Okay. So to those who are local, who wants to reach you for their portraits or something like that, how can they base?
All right. I have two numbers, but I'll give you the business one.
All right.
It's 0777 192 102, and then the other one.
Yeah. Say that again.
All right. 0777 192 102, and then I think the most convenient one, but that one is just for social. It's 07851 69 669. I'll repeat 07851 69 669.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I hope people won't be coming for socials; they'll be coming for work more.
I hope so too. I hope so too. But I'm not chasing away friends.
That's good.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys. Here we go. Thank you, folks, for watching this wonderful episode. You heard from the man. He's the man of the moment. You're going to check his artwork. We are going to be displaying his artwork on our screens, and he is somebody to go check.